all the ins and outs of how to bring your business message to TikTok, the fastest growing social media platform in the world with more than 1 billion daily users. We'll talk about the upsides, the downsides, how to do it, where to start, and a few little tips and tricks to get you on your way. Sign up now and I'll see you there.
Well, I love this video. What can I say? Hello guys, my name is Philip, head of content at Bigvu. Welcome. Please let us know where you're from, if you know Bigvu, and if you do, tell us where's your base feature. And Lisa, I don't know. I mean, that was an amazing intro, but today we have a very, very, very good guest with us, Lisa Remiar, which is a TV journalist with over 20 years of experience, and now she transitioned to TikTok, and now she has 2 million followers. So let's find out how she does it and how she gets so many people to watch her every day. So Lisa, how are you?
Hi, Philippe. Hi, good. Well, it's morning here for me in Southern California. Good day to wherever you are.
For us, it's night. I mean, I'm in Israel and it's 9 p.m. But what is good is that we all connect and we're here to actually learn from you, which is a great thing. And it doesn't matter the hour, as long as we're interested. This is the very place.
Agreed.
So let me start. I mean, and everybody, this is a live stream that will be recorded. So as soon as we are over, you can always rewatch this. We'll always send you an email with the live workshop. So don't worry if you miss something or you have to go for some reason. Don't worry, everything is going to be there. And especially, we're going to have a gift at the end from Bigvu. So stay tuned and try to watch until the end. So Lisa, I mean, I have this question. I mean, also the company, it took us a lot of time to actually transition to TikTok, even though it's been there for so long. I mean, people talk good or bad for TikTok, but at the end, people go to TikTok and they say, wow, this is only kids, teenagers doing dancing videos. I mean, how can a business make something out of that?
Yeah, that's one of those things that people think. They just are like, it's an app for kids who dance. I promise you, it is not. Yeah, I mean, there is a part of that there, of course, but there is a real opportunity for business owners specifically to utilize the power of one of the fastest, if not the fastest growing social media platform in the world with 1 billion daily users. And here's the interesting part about TikTok. Right now, it's turning into a search engine. So you know how people go to YouTube, and people always have said YouTube is a huge driver for business and people search everything on YouTube. Well, TikTok is also turning into that. So why not harness that power for your business? The facts are TikTok, according to TikTok's analytics, not just for me, but for worldwide, 92% of the people who are watching a TikTok video take some sort of action at the end of it. And that action could be they follow you, they like your video, they share your message, or they buy from you. 1 in 2 Gen Z age group buys something on TikTok or from TikTok. And 82% of the people who are on the platform are there actively looking for a business. They're looking for something. They're looking for something to fill a void. So why not let it be your product, your service, or your business?
And talking about that search agent, do you think it will overpass YouTube search agent? Like they will compete in the same level?
I think they can compete. I don't know that they would. I don't know that there's anybody in this current crop that can beat out YouTube. Just because YouTube is so big. But of all the social platforms, TikTok is certainly growing up and up and up, and we're seeing it in terms of the benefit for business owners. I see it from the business owners that I work personally with, that I help them do this in their everyday lives. They're seeing a return on their videos.
Okay, I gotta say that it sounds amazing, but all right, I still don't understand. Let's get into details. How can I get my business, which is a local business? I want to transition to the social media and I want to jump to TikTok. How can I do it? Where are these things?
Okay, so there are a lot of benefits just generally to TikTok. And the thing about that platform is any piece of content that you put up there has the opportunity to go viral. I'm not saying every piece of video you put up is going to be a viral video, but what I am saying is that it has the opportunity to do that in a way that no other platform does. We rarely see business videos on Instagram, certainly not Twitter, Facebook. Like, they don't really go viral, but there is a lot of opportunity for businesses to become viral through the way the algorithm in TikTok works. It's completely different than anything else that is out there right now. So the other unique thing about TikTok users is that they want to purchase from someone they see in the platform. Whereas if you think about your daily use on your, apps, whatever it is, Facebook, Instagram, sometimes you're looking for a business, but you're not like, they're selling to me. Like, I don't want that. In TikTok, it's really ingrained in the platform that users are looking to buy. They're there to buy stuff, and they are looking for someone to buy from. So why not let it be you? So I have two really interesting case studies that I want to share with you guys. These are real TikTok businesses. Yes. So slide one. Let's see slide one.
Let's go. Can you see it?
Yes. Okay. Very interesting. So this is a true story. I follow both of these people, not because I'm actively going to buy from them, but just because I really love their content. And I think about buying from them all the time, actually. So this is sort of a large creator, her Loshi Crown Designs. She didn't always have 366,000 followers. I mean, I started following her when she was not nearly that big, and she has just grown over time. The thing about her page is her crowns range from about $50 to about $250. And she sells out all the time. And it's because of the videos she does. You can see from her profile page, I can go to her page. I know exactly what is happening. I know she creates crowns. I know she's restocking her shop on September 26th because her crowns sold out. And if you click that link, the one hot link that every business owner gets on their profile, it goes directly to her Etsy page, so I can buy directly from her.
But Lisa, who buys crowns?
That's the thing. That's the thing. Everybody in her world buys crowns. And that's the beauty of TikTok. The beauty of TikTok is it's not just about crowns. It's about if you're a baker. It's about if you sell financial services. There is an audience there if you talk to them. And the beauty of TikTok is there is an audience for crowns. Philippe, I am not in the market for a crown today, though I love them. I am not in the market, but I follow her because I love the way she does it. And you know what? I might end up buying one from her, not because I need it, but because I sort of really like her and I like what she does. And here's how she does it. So if we can play her video.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited to watch the video. Yeah.
I'm going to explain to you why this is interesting. So go ahead, play it.
Let me play this video. Let's play for the beginning.
Let's design an evil queen crown using spiders from the dollar store. Just like my other crowns, I started off by making a base. This one is on a 3D printed headband. I gathered some gothic looking filigree charms and stitched them onto that base before painting it a glossy black. Then I grabbed 3 plastic spiders and cut them apart so I could put larger red gemstones inside of them. Finally, I attached red beads and ruby glass rhinestones all over, and here is my Black Widow Queen crown. Halloween is the best occasion to wear a crown, and I love making spooky pieces that also look luxurious. Looking forward to making more evil crowns. Let's design an evil queen crown using spiders.
That video, 30 seconds, it's about 30 seconds long. Here's what's interesting about that. Like I said, her crowns are expensive. They're between $50 and $250. But here's how she made that relatable to me, who says, I don't really need a crown, and that's a little expensive for me, but let me do it by going to the dollar store and buying a cheap little spider and turning it into something interesting. See, the thing about TikTok and what she's doing is this is a business marketing video, but it's wrapped up to appear like a how-to video that is interesting to and accessible to anyone. Because anybody can go to the dollar store and buy those cheap little spiders. And now I'm thinking as a viewer, well, you know what? I might not buy a crown, but I might go to the dollar store and get those little spiders and, you know, make them into jewels and put them on something. But I'm also going to follow this lady because you know what? She might have other interesting ideas that I can do. And then what happens? The beauty of TikTok. Then what happens is because you're now following her, you're going to see her stuff all the time. And what happens when you see in marketing 101, when you see things repetitively, all of a sudden, I want that. I need to have a crowd. Wait a minute. Do you know, does that make sense? So it's not just about, it's not about who needs a crown. No, but I mean, I need a crown. I'm not going to wear it.
We got somebody in the chat that says she owns 20 crowns. So shout out to Killer Williams.
Okay,
Let me play this. Let me play this. I own 20 crowns. So, all right. We found somebody already. We found somebody. 100 people, over 100 people are watching our stream right now. And we found somebody that sells crowns. So there's still a market.
Ruby, yes. See, you get it. Listen. So, dude, because see how easy it's, I mean, I'm not saying video work is easy, but what I'm saying is that she's flipping the idea. What she's not doing is saying, I have this crown for sale. It's a black spooky crown and it's perfect for Halloween. I bet you $10 that crown is $250. I don't know. I haven't looked.
Easy.
But she's not doing that. What she's doing is making it accessible to the people who are watching for purposes that are known to her, which are, I want more people to follow me. I want people eventually to buy my crowns, and they're going to do that by following me. Now, I also have, just because, you know, not everybody can have 366,000 followers, I also follow a small creator. So Philippe is going to show you her.
You want me to show the second video?
Yeah, second slide. The second slide, and then we'll do her video after.
Hold on. Here we go.
Okay, so this is the Beach Picnic Company. The Beach Picnic Company, you can see from her screenshot. And by the way, I just pulled these screenshots yesterday, so these are accurate, for the most part, accurate numbers. So she has less than 5,000 followers on her page. But again, like Loshi Crowns, I come to her page and I know exactly what she does. She makes these beautiful beach picnics, and you can see every one of her videos is about beach picnics, setting up beach picnics, people enjoying her beach picnics, the way she decorates her beach picnics. Again, very clear in her bio that she's from Southern California. You click on her link, it takes you directly to her website, which you can see right there. Again, I'm gonna tell you what's interesting about her right after Philippe plays her video.
Let me share the screen.
Yep.
Just give me 1 second. Should be here. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yep, I can see it.
All right, let's play it.
No, we ain't giving no hold. I ain't Romeo and I'll hold. Making a party, chocolate Barbie waiting on me for love. No, we ain't giving no hold.
That's all it is.
That's it?
It's 8 seconds long. And here's the thing.
What? Wait, hold on. I was way back. So simple.
So it's 8 seconds long. Video's 8 seconds long. But I know exactly who she is and what her business does. The very first thing you can see, it says, when you drop out of college and start a successful picnic business and beach brand. And then I just see a bunch of pictures of all of her beautiful stuff that she does. And here's the interesting part about TikTok, which is different, again, than all the other platforms. TikTok is an audio and visual platform, whereas Instagram is just visual, Twitter is certainly just visual, but TikTok is audio first. That means though it's not necessary, it's beneficial if you use audio. So on TikTok, it gives you this nice little feature where they say, these are all the trending audios that are trending on this platform. This is the audio that people are listening to the most. And so what the Beach Picnic Co. did here, this is an older video of hers, but what she did was that audio was trending at the time she posted that video. So that video got a bunch of views because it was in the trending wheel. And it's talking about her business at the same time without her having to say a word. Here's the thing about her business, and here's what's interesting. Remember how I told you she only had less than 5,000 followers on this app? Her picnics range in price from about $350 to about $2,500. And this young lady has taken this business. She now works with Google. She works with YouTube. She works with Netflix. She works with The Bachelor. All of her videos are about this. And so when you start looking at one of her videos and following her, you're going to see all of her videos. And the truth story is, I even looked into having her do my birthday party just because I kept seeing this over and over. And I'm like, I think I need a beach picnic because I saw this. So this is the power of this app, and this is the power of how you can harness it for your business.
That's great. So I have this question. Can I move the slide?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So how do people?
Before we move the slide, let's talk.
All right. So yeah, before we okay. So all right. So we got all 100 people watching with us.
Yes.
For all these people,
Yes.
how they can do it? With all these people that they want to start out, I see a lot of comments like, I haven't started yet for TikTok. Should I start TikTok? Wow, TikTok is a great idea. Okay, but for them, how do they start?
Yes, that's always the question, right? How do you start? You start by starting. That's the long and the short of it. But there's a lot of things that you need to know before you start. So I have actually, Philippe knows this, I have 2 workshops here with Bigvu that are still available on their YouTube channel. They're very, very helpful, and they're going to go in really great detail on what I'm going to sort of cover on the surface.
There is more than 2. I think there's like 4. You only have to type Lisa Remillard Bigvu, and then you can find a bunch of workshops.
You're right.
There's even a podcast, and there's even a blog for you.
Oh, well, there you go. Thank you, Philippe. I did not know that, but thank you, Bigvu, for doing that. So the point of that is that the 2 ones I want you to kind of keep your eye on is the one I did about how to tell your message in 60 seconds, and the other one about Content 101. Those are sort of the ones I'm going to reference right now. But those 2 are really important to give you a full background. I'm just going to sort of gloss over it right now because we're talking about how you can start.
In the meantime, I'm going to share them with the audience.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Philippe. I appreciate that. So the beauty of TikTok is that it doesn't have to be long. And I think I saw in the comments, it's like 30 seconds. Wow. That's the point, is that these videos can be a minute. So, when I work with clients and we're doing a video for their website, that has to be a high production value. That's got to be something really, really nice and like beautiful and perfect. But on TikTok, it needs to be more organic. And in fact, it benefits you to be more organic and not as buttoned up. The business owners that I work with come to me and they're like, their general problems are, I don't like the way I look on camera, and I don't like, or I don't know what to say on camera. So if you are in that boat, you are not alone. That is completely normal. And video work, unless you're Gen Z or younger, is really not inherent to who we are. The younger generation understands it because they grew up with this in their hand, so they understand how to be on camera. But for some of us older folks, so that's not sort of a normal thing to do. So that's completely fine. If you don't remember anything else from today, I want you to take away these 2 things that are so important. Number 1, A successful video, no matter where you post it, but especially if you post it on TikTok, a successful video is not about you. It's not about you. It's not about your business. It's never about you or about your business. What it's always about is about the person who's watching. That's period, end of story. So when you're creating and thinking about your video, think about it from the perspective of the person who is watching. And when you're talking about your business, how does my business help the person who's watching? And then start there. That's the first thing you need to say out of the gate. So with Loshi crowns, how she knows her crowns are expensive. She knows that. How is she going to make her crowns relatable to everyday people? I got it. I'm going to go to the dollar store and get some cheap little spiders. That's going to make that relatable. That's going to make it feel like, oh, that's something anybody can attain. So the same concept here. So it's always about who's watching you. So that's the number one most important thing. So you need to put your, as my mother says, put your thinking cap on. And when you're thinking about what you're going to talk about, think about what is in it for the viewer. The second most important thing that I want you to know, if you don't remember anything else, is put your best stuff first. What that means is, unlike, when you're writing an essay or writing a paper or doing some, talking to people, usually like it's big crescendo and then the big reveal at the end. That's not how TikTok works. It's the complete opposite. So, for example, if you're a baker, I don't want to see the first video just raw eggs and flour. The first piece of video I want to see is of the finished cake. That's what I want to see first. And then you can back into how you made that cake and how you can help them, the person who's watching, make that cake too. Does that make sense? So there are two basic kinds of videos on TikTok, and Beach Picnic Co. and Loshi Crowns are the examples of them. So there's one type of video that is just, either you and your face on camera talking, or pictures with your voice talking over, or there's pictures and audio like Beach Picnic Co. And so, I'm going to leave the audio set to video aside because my specialty is really helping business owners talk on camera, whether it's on a video or on their voiceover. And just generally, we can go to the next slide, Philippe, here. Generally, how to do this. So here's the answer of how to do this. Every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. At the very beginning, you need to, like I said, put your best stuff at the beginning. Put your hook. What is interesting? What is catchy? What is going to get anybody's attention? You have 3 seconds to make that happen. So really utilize those 3 seconds. If you're a baker, I want you to put that cake right in the first frame of video, and I want you to eat that cake right in the first frame of the video. And that's how you're going to start, right? That's what's interesting. That's the hook. The middle is sort of the meat of the story. Now you're delivering on what you're promising at the top. In the middle, you're saying how to make the cake, what ingredients you need, what steps you need. That's what goes in the middle. And then the end is the call to action. The end is, what do you want people to do as a result of this? Do you want them to follow you for more tips about how to make spooky crowns? Do you want them to sign up for your baking recipe newsletter? What do you want them to do? Make sure you verbalize that at the end. And again, I go into like all of this heavy detail in the how to deliver your message in 1 minute and how to create high quality content step-by-step guide. I really go in depth there. But the last thing I want to show you is, Philippe, if we can show the last slide, is to create this top, middle, and end. I've come up with this workbook, which is completely free, and I send it to people all the time. So if you want it, please reach out to me through my website. And this is just a way to organize your thoughts. So you can put together your hook, your hook right there. What subject am I talking about? What are my bullet points? What goes in the middle? What's the call to action? And then on the other side, you've got, the way you fill it out. So, right, you have this, you put the subject. My subject is I'm talking about specialty, a mermaid cake. I'm a baker and I'm talking about my specialty mermaid cake. And then my hook is going to be, I'm going to show my specialty mermaid cake at the beginning and tell people how to make it. And then my bullet points, my middle part, my steps here is going to be how to make my mermaid cake. And then the end is going to be what I want them to do. And then you flip it over and you sort of write out your bullet points of based on what you wrote here. And that's really how it works. It's really, really easy. And again, I encourage you, if you don't really have a concept of how to put together videos for your business, go watch those other 2 Bigvu workshops.
The link is on the comment, and you can also get the workbook on the Lisa Remier website on the contact section. There's also a link on the chat.
Yes, thank you.
So it's very interesting. So can we take off the presentation now?
Yeah, absolutely. Take it off. Yep.
Sounds good.
I promise you guys more slides.
So
More slides.
people can see our face. Actually, I was playing with the cameras before. That's why you saw the 3 things. I was trying to show, the end, because we had our 2 cameras there, and then I don't know, I pressed the wrong camera and I messed up.
It's okay. Technical stuff. That's okay.
So I mean, it's very interesting, and I also want to say some points to the audience. As a video maker, I mean, I've been a video maker for the past 7 years. I don't know, something like that. And you can try this. You can try this workbook. The chances are that the first time it won't work, but that doesn't mean it's not good. It means that you need consistent. You need to actually put a lot of content out there, because there's a lot of competition out there. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of people trying, such as you, and it's very hard to find your message. You need to learn, from your mistakes. You need to go over and over. So don't lose hope. And if you really believe in your idea, eventually you'll find the people that will watch it. And this is something that you need to follow. But if you have a good strategy, such as Lisa has, it will help you achieve that goal. And Lisa, this is where it comes, one of the questions, like, okay, so we talk about all the pros that TikTok can give you, but what are the downsides? Is there any cons on this platform that people should be aware of? So whenever they face this, they can eventually, take this in account and overcome these obstacles.
Well, you sort of touched on it right now with what you said. So it's both a blessing and a curse on TikTok, because in order for you to learn and grow, you need to actually be doing this. And I know you're right here. I see it. We're living in Orlando. It's very overwhelming. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I get that it's overwhelming. I feel the same pain. And that's one of the downsides, is everybody, business owners are always spread so thin already. It's like, oh my gosh, I got to take on something else. It's a lot. Here's the thing about TikTok. The videos that you make for TikTok can be repurposed on other platforms. So you can reuse them. So it's not like you're wasting all this time on a video that may or may not hit on TikTok and then it just dies. No, you can put it other places and it might work in other venues. It very well could. The other thing, to your point, living in Orlando, about it being overwhelming, is that in order to be successful with anything, all business owners know this, you guys know this, it's about consistency over time, period. And like Philippe just said, don't get discouraged. And I know it becomes very, very easy to become discouraged, because it's frustrating when you put work into something and then it doesn't hit. It happens. It actually happens to me. I have 2.2 million followers. It happens to me too. So the downside is, at least when you're starting, TikTok is the kind of platform where you have to post consistently. And consistency is not once a week. On TikTok, consistency is at least once a day. And I know you're going to say that and be like, I'm out. Like, that's too much. But here's the thing, is that if you do it once a day, you'll start to get into a rhythm of it, and it will become easier for you to create these videos over time, because you're doing it and you already know what you're into. The first one's going to take you a really long time, but that doesn't mean all of them are going to take you a really long time. And then the other thing with TikTok is that consistency over time, you're going to start to see traction, you're going to start to see momentum. And then what's going to happen is one of your videos on a certain type of topic that you have is going to hit. And then what you're going to do is going to say, oh my gosh, the people that are following me like this type of video. Maybe you're doing video with it. It's working because it's video with trending audio. Tomorrow, I'm going to do another video with trending audio. And then tomorrow, if that one hits, then I'm going to do it again and just double down and keep doing it until it stops hitting. And then try something else. Now you're going to try a video of you talking on camera about your spooky crown, pulling things from the dollar store. And guess what? That might hit. And then you're going to say, I'm going to go to the dollar store every day and come up with something new every day. So that's the downside. The downside is it's going to take a lot of time initially, and it's going to feel overwhelming initially, but then it will start to get easier over time. And then you don't have to post as much once you start to gain a following and you understand what that following wants from you.
Amazing. And listen, let me give you, not you, let me give a tip to the audience. I mean, all the people that it says like it's overwhelming, it can be overstressed, it can be a lot of work. You want to give up. This is eventually, the end result. Think about yourself. Like if you're gonna stop publishing content, you're gonna tell yourself, no, it's not for me, and I won't take this further. Think about it. When you say no and you let yourself give up, think about that. You let yourself to not succeed. Because you put yourself a break. You decide not to show the people. Eventually, if you keep on publishing, eventually people will watch your videos. But if you stop publishing, you tell people not to watch your videos. So think of, I don't know if it makes sense what I'm saying, but just have this on your mind. And this, for example, for me, it let me push a lot to actually still doing like content and so on, because also on Bigvu, even we have millions of users, sometimes we publish content and not a lot of people watch it, not a lot of people do it. And this doesn't mean we got to stop. It means that we need to keep improving.
Yeah. Or you need to try something else. That's the thing, is if people don't like that content, let's not be crazy. Not everything you post is going to hit. Most of it will not hit, but some of the things will. And when you find those things, that's when you know you've hit on something that works. There's a note there in the comment about how do you promote services like divorce coaching. That is very easy. Those are the types of things that I work with my client. I mean, I need a couple of minutes to know more about your business and who exactly, all of the things, but there are lots of ways I would suggest to you. Your videos are going to have to be about you talking. And I would suggest the hook for you would be, what is the thing that your clients come to you most about? What is the one issue that they, what is the pain point that they have? And then start with that, whatever that pain point is. And then you back into, how do you correct it through your business coaching? And then your call to action would be, if you want more tips on how to overcome your pain when you're going through a divorce, follow along for more tips, right? Your page, I would say, and I don't know enough about you, but your page would be more of a tips and a how-to page than it would be about a beach picnic where it's music and all that. That's not what you would do, because it's not organic to what divorce coaching is about.
Amazing. So we before we jumped on the questions, I have one last question for you, because I see a lot of people are getting active and they have a lot of questions. So at the end, what are some best practice for businesses on TikTok? Let's say, for example, the ones that actually make an impact, the ones that actually keep on there. I think one that I really like is Duolingo. I don't know if you know the Duolingo on TikTok. They're so funny.
Let me tell you something, Felipe. I don't even know what Duolingo does, but I follow that page because I love that stuffed animal thing that they have. But
Duolingo is a very famous app about to learn languages.
I didn't even know that. I love their TikTok page though, and I follow them. And see, this is the beauty of TikTok, because there's a hook there. That company, Duolingo, like Felipe is saying, has this like bird, their mascot.
It's their icon. It's their icon,
right? but they have it in real life, and it's a person in a suit, and it's hilarious. And they put this bird thing in a suit and in all kinds of different situations, and have gained so many followers. And yeah, share them. It's really, but this is a good example of a very large creator with a very large company who probably has a big marketing budget and a lot of people working on this. And so it's funny and it's fun, right? And it's a good way to look at things to show you
5 million.
Yeah, 5 million followers.
They're so funny.
They're funny and people like them. So it's a good way to look at like how a big business works, and you can use that to tweak on your own. Do you want to show them? Do you have?
Yeah, actually, there's a link on the chat.
You put the link in. Okay, so but back to your question of best practice.
But let me share so they can watch.
Oh yes.
Wait, hold on. So this is the Duolingo.
Yeah,
as you can
there
see. It is. let's play one video.
All right.
Don't worry. Daddy's home.
That's it. A couple of seconds. But see, their hook is that mascot. That's their hook. People know, like Philippe said, I didn't even know what this business does, but I know the name and I know the mascot because they put that mascot in all kinds of funny different situations, and that's their marketing hook. And everybody knows as soon as they see that little bird, it's going to be in a funny situation. Look at those views, 3.3 million views. 388,000 views. This is what I'm talking about, the power of anything can go viral on that platform. But
let me share where is Duolingo. This is Duolingo. So you guys can see the end result. This is, an application to actually learn languages.
Yeah.
And
there you go. So I learned something today too, Philippe. I learned it was a language app. I didn't know that. But I follow them and I love that bird.
It's crazy, huh?
It's crazy. But that's a good, like I said, that's another good case study for a big company of how they use a hook, which is that bird. That's their hook. And they're like, let's just put that bird in a bunch of different situations and everybody knows that bird. And to go with that, the most important thing, well, I said there's two important things, right? It's not about you and it's not about your business. It's about how your business helps whoever is watching you, and put your best stuff first. And the third most important thing on TikTok is you need to find a niche. You need to find something that is specific to your business that people will latch onto. It's not about being a baker, because everybody's a baker. There's home bakers, there's classically trained bakers, there's bakers in restaurant, and they're all on TikTok. What is it that you do specifically as a baker? I specialize in mermaid cakes. That's what I specialize in. So your entire page needs to be about mermaid cakes. I know that you create all kinds of cakes. I know that, of course. And everybody knows you're a baker, so you could probably make a wedding cake, but I really like how she makes mermaid cakes. So I'm going to call her and see if she can make my wedding cake too. That's how it works. So niche down, super, super specific. Don't go off the rails. Meaning if you're making videos about mermaid cakes and your page is about mermaid cakes, don't start making another kind of cake. Don't go off the rails. If it's hitting, stay there. Stay in that lane, ride it until the wheels fall off. Very important. I showed you both Low Chic Crowns and Beach Picnic Co. have a very specific bio. Like, I know exactly what their business does in their bios. I know exactly who they are. And that link, everybody on TikTok gets one hot link. You get one link off the platform. Make it count. Make it be to the thing you want people to do. If you want them to go to your website, put that link there. If you
I'm sure the link.
Yes, please. Don't put it to an article that you're talking about. Put it to where you want people to go. Make sure you are really utilizing that link. It is so important. respond and comment to the people who comment on your page. Always engage on the platform and engage with people off of your page. So if you are a baker and who specializes in mermaid cakes and everybody's talking about your mermaid cakes in the comments, respond to them. And then go to other bakers' pages who bake wedding cakes and comment on their page and say, I love your cakes. They're beautiful. Positive always. And what that's doing is it's telling the TikTok algorithm, this person must be in the baking world. I'm going to put their videos in the baking world. And so people who are in that big search engine who put baker are going to see your mermaid cakes. That's how that works. And then the last thing I want to just let you know about best practices. Do not post and disappear from TikTok. So don't post and then close the app. Post your video, stay on the app, go to other people's pages, comment on them, share, tell the algorithm, I'm still here, I'm posting and I'm still here, so they will keep putting your videos out.
Amazing. So we got a bunch of questions. I think it's time to answer them.
Yeah.
And also, one of the things that, one of the things that can also work on TikTok is TikTok also have ads. And if you have a little budget and you need to take off your company and so on, if you put a few $100s a month, you can start with something like that, or maybe 1,000 depending the budget you have, like very little, and then you can see like huge results, because with a little of boost on your ads, you can get a lot of people.
Thank you for reminding me of that. Again, remember how I said not everything you're going to post is going to hit, but certain things are going to hit. And when they hit, it wouldn't hurt to put a little money behind it, at least initially, to get it up there. And like Philippe is saying, ad revenue and boosting on TikTok is not the same as Facebook. So if you've noticed, if you've been doing ads on Facebook, they are awful, right? Like it's so expensive and you're not getting your ROI on it, right? TikTok is different. And there's a whole thing that you can go to online, TikTok for Business, and it gives you all the stats and all the things you need to know, and they help you create ads. If you want to do ads, I would not suggest you start with ads. Don't start organically. Tell TikTok's algorithm that you're here and you want to participate. See where your audience is, and then once you find what's hitting, then that's when you should invest your money in pushing.
Amazing. Yeah, actually, that's a great example. For example, I say it two ways. When I go with Facebook, it's like going to the bank. You're already committed to put a lot of money. So it's like you're like a mortgage. You put thousands of dollars, and you see little impact. And TikTok is like a candy shop.
Yeah.
You put little, and you see already the sweet. You see already that you're getting something out of it.
You absolutely do, because the algorithm likes the organic content, and TikTok wants advertisers. So it's a nice combination that right now in this moment in time is beneficial to business owners.
All right, so let's jump on the questions. Let me scroll down. We have a bunch of questions. Let me see. All right. Just 1 second. Okay, we got this one.
Go ahead.
So let me answer this one.
Yeah.
This is more specific. Is there a platform that will post across all social media? Living in Orlando as a VIP. Actually, Bigvu has a social media analytics tool where you can actually publish your videos, import your videos directly to Bigvu, and then you can link all your social media accounts, and you can publish directly with one click to all the social media, and then also get the data straight from Bigvu. The only reason is that with TikTok, you can share to TikTok, but TikTok doesn't allow you to share automatically in a cross-platform outside the TikTok. So you will have to open the TikTok app and then confirm that you will publish this. So you can send the video directly from Bigvu to TikTok, but on TikTok you will need to finalize. So that's it. Let's jump another one.
I was just gonna say there's one about from Bridget that I want to just address real quick.
Where is that?
Is it Bridget
Above?
Adams? Yeah, Bridget Adams, she says advertise. Is that what you're saying? Can you see that one?
Adams.
At 11:42, she posted that.
Oh, I'm above.
Oh,
Let me
you're wrong.
go. Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
above it. Let me
Uh,
oh,
so,
so, all right, so we already answered overwhelming. We answered this one. We answered the divorce one. Somebody asked if we're streaming live with Bigvu, like we're streaming live from Bigvu, and if you can stream live from Bigvu on TikTok. The things that you can right now, you can do it for Facebook and YouTube. I don't know if we will be able to do it in the future, but for now, it's only Facebook and YouTube. And somebody published, is it okay to post same content on Instagram? I think Instagram has Reels, which they also work very well. So I'm sure the answer is yes.
so the
You can.
answer is yes. However, the answer is yes. You can absolutely repurpose your TikTok videos for Reels, for Instagram. I do it every day. However, Instagram will punish you on their algorithm if your video has a TikTok watermark on it. So you have to, what you have to do is you have to go to the TikTok app and download your video without the TikTok watermark and then upload it to Instagram.
Do the other way, publish first on Instagram and then on TikTok.
No, but Instagram has doesn't Instagram have a watermark as well?
No, they don't.
Okay. So then so you could do it that way too. And I would also mention YouTube Shorts. That's another place that you can do. And if YouTube Shorts is my next sort of frontier, that's just so you know, secret between me, you, and the lamppost. That's where I'm going next. That's where it's headed. So YouTube Shorts.
Actually, Bigvu publish a lot of YouTube Shorts, and then we monetize those YouTube Shorts, and they actually work very good. Actually, because everybody's transitioning to vertical videos. So everything that it has vertical, just go ahead.
Yep. That's an important point. Make sure you're shooting these things for TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts, which means you have to shoot it vertically. You can't shoot it this way, just for the record.
Maybe you understand this question, or we miss something. It says, what are the questions that people ask? I don't understand if we can answer this question.
I don't know what that question is.
I'm sorry, maybe we missed up during the presentation, but Big Sister Productions, if you want to re-ask your question,
clarify that.
Please do. Okay, so how can I post about life insurance to target singles?
So let me just say, I can help every one of you individually. This is what I do in my business. I don't know enough about your individual businesses, your goals, who you're actually trying to, like what you do specifically to give you enough data or ideas in this format, right? Like I don't know you guys yet. I would love to, so please contact me through my website. This is what I do as a business. But I can tell you, for every business that you have, I don't care what it is, I can help you create a whole series of videos that make sense for your audience. It's possible. And I know you think, well, my business is so niche and weird and not really conducive to videos. I promise you that is not true. I promise you. So yes, how can I post about life insurance to target singles? There's a million ways. You can do that through utilizing news sources. So like if there's a news event happening, like happening in terms of policy about insurance, if you want to be like, what you need to be is the expert in the insurance, life insurance for single people, which in my head is sort of like a younger audience, which is right on TikTok. Your wheelhouse is on TikTok. So what are they looking for? Who you need to be the expert in that field. So you need to do a whole series of videos about tips about how to get life insurance for singles. Why do single people need life insurance? I'm a single person. I don't know why I would need life insurance. Why don't you tell me? You need to be the expert there. And that's what you start with. The first thing you start with is, I bet you're wondering why you need life insurance as a single person in your 20s. I'm Mabel Tobert, and I'm going to tell you right now how. That's how you start. And then you become the expert in that field. But again, I don't know enough about your business, Mabel, to give you, a real good strategy, but that's off the top of my head as I sit here. But we can certainly work on that.
Okay, I don't know if this question is reliable. I'm just gonna play it. It's a bit long, but it's about finding their soulmate. It's not a dating site. It's about avoiding putting their career's education first, but deep down they want it. They just don't go after it. I don't know if you get this question.
Yeah, this is another business.
Another, yeah.
Wanting to know strategies. Linda, email me. We can talk about it.
Amazing. So this is a question for me. Maria, what kind of videos do I create? I create all kind of videos, especially short videos up to like 1 minute, especially ads. But I also create long videos. You can go to Bigvu. You can go to YouTube, search Bigvu on YouTube, and there are all my videos are over there. So this is a good one. Many of us are in real estate, and that's true. We have a lot of realtors in Bigvu. Any tips on?
Realtors have it made right now. You guys, I don't know why you're not on TikTok right now. There is a woman named Glinda who is on TikTok. She is absolutely crushing it. And she's really she's a real estate agent, I think in Texas. She's got probably near 500,000 followers at this point, and she's wonderful. And she gives advice on how to buy real estate. She gives advice on how real estate's a great asset for you. But here's the thing that every business owner does that's successful. The way you do it is you have to be relatable. You have to use words that normal people use. You can't use your fancy technical words because you want to sound smart. You want to sound important. You want to sound like you know what you're talking about. People will get that if you actually give them good advice that they can understand. So real estate people right now, and especially as we transition in the market right now, in the housing market here in the United States, I don't know if you know this, Philippe, but our housing market in the United States is about to go through a big transition where it was, on fire so hot, and now it's starting to cool down. Right now,
the mortgage rate has rising over.
Yep, have gone up. I cover it on my news page all the time. People are I can tell you from my own analytics and what hits, people are very interested in the housing market right now. So you real estate agents need to be on TikTok. You need to be out there talking about real estate, but the niche, because there's a million real estate agents, the niche is your area. I talk about real estate in this small town in California. I talk about real estate in this small town in Pennsylvania. And then you need to own that space.
Great. Yeah, I'm sure. At the end, everybody needs a house. So real estate won't die never.
And the beauty about real estate right now is that there's so much in the news that you can play off of in your videos that make you more timely and relevant to the audience.
Well, this is a good question.
Yeah.
And let me just answer before you do. There's I don't remember who, but there was a professor from Stanford that he was, I think, like 50 or 60, over 60, and he had 4 million followers. So as I told you, a professor from Stanford. We're talking about TikTok as a dancing app, and then you have a professor from Stanford that has 4 million followers. So of course, the age doesn't matter. I think you will find your people over there.
Yeah, the way you find your people. There are definitely people who are in their 60s on this app, and they are doing really well. I know there is a woman who is a wedding planner, and she is definitely in her late 50s, early 60s, and she doesn't have a huge following, but she has enough of a following to help her business along, for sure. She gives tips about the wedding industry. So what you need to do, of course, there's no age limit. You can absolutely be on that app and absolutely find an audience, but you have to do all the things I was talking about. You have to find your specific niche. What was it? What you offer? I don't know exactly what you offer, Stephanie, but you have to find your specific niche. You have to stay in your specific niche, and you have to be consistent in your specific niche.
Amazing. All right. All right, so we got tips for effective content for realtors for TikTok, but I think you already answered this one. Okay, so people answer. So people actually were talking about Duolingo. Okay, maybe you understand this question.
A lot of credit repair people. Connie, that's a great question. There's a lot of credit repair people. How do I stand out? I don't know enough about you. Here's the thing about video is it is really specific to you. That's what makes some people win and some people stay average. There's something specific about you in your business that makes your business successful. So I can't tell you, I don't know anything about you, Connie. So I can't tell you what's going to make you stand out in the credit repair business, but you're right. There's a lot of credit repair people on TikTok. There's a lot of bakers on TikTok. There's a lot of real estate agents on TikTok. Everybody stands out in their own way, but that's very specific to who they are. So without knowing anything about you, unfortunately, I can't help you figure that out. But certainly email me.
Bridge, advertise is that what you're saying? Yeah, actually, yes. And let me just add one more point about advertising. I mean, if you think about, these platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Instagram is the same, YouTube and TikTok, at the end, they're built to actually people to buy ads. This is how they're built because this is their business model. So yeah, at the end, advertising will always help if it's done, the right way. Like if your content is targeted to the right people, there's a lot of things. But as Lisa say, start small, start organic. Once you have a little audience, once you have a good video that is taking off, take that video and boost it.
So
and from
Bridget,
there, you take.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm saying.
That's not what you're saying.
I'm not saying advertise. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying get your message out. But what you're saying is rightfully. But what she's suggesting is that this whole presentation means that people should just be advertising. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you need to get out there organically, put your videos out there. You need to get your message out there. You need to be consistent with that message. You need to be consistent in your niche with that message all the time. And then once you find some success, you might find, you know what, I got a great audience who's already buying from me. I don't need to advertise because I got a great audience that's coming to me organically. Or you might say, you know what, I would like to bump my sales up this month. Maybe I'll put a little money behind this video that I know is hitting already, so I know it's going to help. So, Bridget, the answer is no. This whole presentation I'm doing for Bigvu today is not meant to say go out and advertise, because that would be the absolute worst thing you could do. Putting out a video with no backing, with no analytics, and then just putting money behind it is not going to get you anywhere. You have to understand your audience first, and to do that, you need to grow a page organically.
All right, let's summarize this. Okay, so how should we posting to TikTok as a financial strategy? I think it applies to every niche. As much as you can. I know maybe one daily is a lot. Try 3 times a week. Try after 3 times a week, 4 times, then 5. Then eventually you will end up doing like twice a day. I don't know. It's just like a start, but just try a little bit. Try a few times a week.
The key is consistently. That's the key. So if you do 3 times a week, and then next week you only do once, and then the next week you do 0, and then the next week you do 3, that's not consistent. So if you're going to do 3, do 3. If you're going to do 4, do 4. And what you're going to find is that is going to help you, and then it's going to give you an idea of what you should be posting. So then it makes it easier to post, because when you're starting, it's like, I don't really know what my audience wants to see from me. I don't even have an audience yet. So you've got to build that audience. And that audience, trust me, the TikTok people are very vocal. They will tell you what they like and what they don't like.
Okay, so we got a compliment for you. It says you're the bomb.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, we got a thing. I don't know. We got a lot of questions. Okay. I think the best is to email Lisa, but I think this applies with the same thing. Like,
Chef creating travel experiences. What kind of book? Oh God, Julie, you got a million. You got food, and you've got travel, and you've got women. Like, there's a million things you can do. There's a million. It just depends. Depends on what your goal is.
Okay, maybe this is something different. What about B2B marketing on TikTok? It seems it's always a more B2C platform than B2B. Any best practice?
Listen, the thing about TikTok is always the same. It's an audience. I don't care if your audience is B or your audience is C. It's still an audience. So the way you talk about your business to your audience is the same regardless. It's never about you. It's about the person who's watching. So how does your B help their B? That's what it's all about. And what's the best practice? This is something I didn't mention earlier, and it slipped my mind. But what I did when I started TikTok was I spent about 2 weeks just not posting anything and just looking on the app. And I looked at videos, and I looked at people, how they were doing things. I looked at what was a whole. Then I found, well, at the time there were really no news creators on TikTok. So I was like, ooh, there's no news creators on TikTok. I'm going to be the news creator on TikTok. And that's how that started. But that's the same thing for you in your business. So what you're going to do is you're going to get on the app. You're going to spend a week there looking at videos, understanding how the platform works before you post anything. And then what you're going to do is use that search function to find, if you're a baker, find other bakers. And you're going to look at what other bakers are doing. And you're going to say, you know what? There's no bakers that make mermaid cakes. That's a lie. There's a bunch of them on TikTok. But, you know, there's no baker that does this specific thing that I do. And then that's what your niche is going to be. And then you're going to go there. I mean, this is a content strategy play here for business owners. And this is what I do helping my business owners that I help through my business. We figure all this stuff out.
Amazing. Actually, this one is a bit interesting. It says, use Google to find out what questions people are asking.
You can. Google Trends.
There's a trick that has been used a lot. Let me just, maybe I share my screen 1 second. If you type, let's say, for example, TikTok, you say TikTok for business. And then you see all of these things. This is what most people are looking for. It says, Google gives you this kind of research. So you can take key point on all these things and then eventually make your content based on that.
You can also go to Google Trends.
Yes.
Google Trends has a bunch of things, and you can search for your niche, whatever your industry is, and then it'll give you a bunch of things that are trending. But here's the thing. If you want to be successful on TikTok, you need to do what's trending on TikTok. You need to not do what's trending on Google. That's the key. Like, there's things that trend on TikTok, and that if you want to be successful on that platform, do that.
All right. So we're running out of time. We have a lot of questions. I don't know, Lisa, how much time you have.
I've got to get going in like 5 minutes, so I can do a couple more.
All right, so let me find the best questions for you. But can we share your email?
Yeah, just what you just, yeah, please. So listen, a couple of things. One, for my business pro media coaching, where I help you, business owners, entrepreneurs, executives, tell their stories on camera confidently, and we strategize and we do all of the things that I'm talking about, all of the answers to your question. That's what we do. I have a free 15-minute consultation. So if you want to talk about how I can help you specifically, that's how I get to know you a little bit better. And we customize a program for you. That's what we do through my website.
Amazing.
And of course, don't forget, this is free. The workbook is free. And there's a whole, and Philippe put in the chat, the whole video I did for Bigvu that explains how to use the workbook. That's free. But you can email me for both things through my website.
Yeah, you have your email book. You can do everything. I'm sorry, you guys have a lot of questions. I love to answer all of them. Let me see if we can answer one question.
I have one that's really good and quick from Angela that says, how long should videos be?
Yeah.
I don't know if you see that. So Angela, how long should videos be? So for TikTok, listen, they can be as short as you want them to be or as long as you want them to be. I tend to try and keep it around 30 seconds to a minute. If you go a minute 10 or a minute 20, that's fine, but I would not suggest that you go over 2 minutes on TikTok. I would, in fact, not suggest you go over a minute 30. So try and keep it around between 30 seconds and a minute on TikTok specifically is the sweet spot. On Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts, you cannot post a video longer than 60 seconds. So it has to be a minute. So if you want to repurpose that content on other platforms, it has to be under 60 seconds.
Amazing. Amazing. So guys, we're going to wrap up here. It's been a really, really good pleasure to be with Lisa. You have a link to 7 days free trial to Bigvu. So I saw there was a lot of questions about how to create videos and if you need actually a team to do it. I mean, all these TikToks, very good guys, they do it themselves. And if you're struggling to do like talking heads videos, that pretty much this is like 90% of TikTok videos, try Bigvu. Try to write your script, try to memorize, try to make the videos. And there's a cool feature that right now Bigvu allows you to make captions for TikTok, for vertical videos. Before, the captions used to be below. Now they're in the middle, and they're like they work with TikTok. So I recommend you try out Bigvu. And if you need any help, you can always contact me. I will put my email here if you have any questions. So Lisa, thank you very much. Thank you for all the people being here. It was very fun, and hope we'll see you in the near future.
I'll see you on TikTok, guys.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.